tendency to melt. So let's time it out in your 24. This takes us through the afternoon. Temperatures are inching up in the low to mid 30s. This model actually says it might change over just as some raindrops in the valley, and it's not out of the question with borderline temperatures. We have enough cold air aloft, but the lower levels are starting to moderate just a bit. Now it'll all wind down by about 5 or 6 o'clock, but I think for your evening commute, most roads are going to be just wet. But watch what happens to our temperatures here. As we get beyond about 7 or 8 o'clock, we'll see some clearing and readings fall into the 20s. So do watch out for black ice overnight tonight, right? Lots of refreeze as you head on out the door tomorrow morning. That'll be the case as well. Tomorrow, we should see temperatures come up into the low to mid 40s by the afternoon. But through the morning, it'll be partly to mostly cloudy, but at least a little bit of sunshine. So again, after dark, there'll be plenty of icy spots with that refreeze. So untreated surfaces will turn icy once again. Some great weather photos coming in. This was Paula up in Russell, where she says she has 8 inches of snow. This guy enjoying the snowfall across the area. Let's check out some of the temperatures. You can see the coldest readings are right here in the valley. 31, though, down at the airport. Worcester's at 31. Notice the shoreline, Boston, Cape Cod, and the islands, middle 30s. This is where they picked up a couple of inches of snow, but a lot of this is going to be melting away. Really, the jackpot in terms of snow totals has been the lower valley and lower Berkshire County. We've seen anywhere between 6 to 8 inches of accumulation. A little bit further to the north and west, a little bit less. Even across parts of Franklin County. So off and on snow today. Then as we get into the midweek, meaning tomorrow and Thursday, it's actually going to be turning quite a bit milder. So we have a midweek warm-up here before our next storm system arrives on Friday. Now, a cold front's going to go through late Thursday, and that'll actually bring in perhaps the potential for some wintry weather at that point. But you can see we still have all this moisture to go through. So again, we're not out of the woods yet. We're going to be snowing pretty much the rest of the afternoon as we go through the rest of the morning and rest of the afternoon, coming down at varying rates of intensity. Behind our system, though, it's not cold. In fact, it's quite mild. Check out temperatures from Chicago at 40, Pittsburgh's at 40. So we're going to have more of a southerly flow tomorrow. So we're going to see our readings come up into the low to mid 40s, and that'll be the case on Thursday as well. So by about between 5, 6 o'clock, I think we're pretty much done with the snowfall as the system begins to move away. And then tomorrow we'll have a warm front move through with perhaps a couple of evening rain showers. Temps stay mild tomorrow night. Into Thursday morning, we'll see temps in the 40s to upper 40s to near 50, and then some showers and downpours out ahead of our front. By the time we get to Friday now, this is late, I should say Thursday afternoon, but we're going to see storm development on Friday. This area of low pressure is going to track along our front, and that's going to bring the potential here for storminess late Friday, Friday night, and on into Saturday. So high temperatures today, low to mid 30s with the snow. Tomorrow, lower 40s, maybe a shower late afternoon and evening. And then on Thursday, a round of showers in the morning. But we still manage to come up into the 40s as a front moves through. It's cold front, but we'll see a little sun. They'll keep temps up. And then the colder air works in Thursday night. So high temperatures tomorrow, low to mid 40s. Lots of melting snow and ice tomorrow. Watch out for icy spots early. In the day, though, with temps in the 20s to start. By Thursday, upper 40s to near 50. It'll turn breezy. That colder air works in behind the system ahead of our area of low pressure that's going to move across the Great Lakes. This storm could actually be quite a storm system as it moves through the Great Lakes, another big precipitation producer. This time, though, I think this area of low pressure will kind of hug the shoreline. If that's the case, then the valley would actually see more rain than snow. But that's something that we'll be watching for the late Friday, Friday night, Saturday time frame. So in terms of snow for that particular system, it's early. Keep this in mind, right? Maybe an inch or two on the front side, and then we'll change over to some sleet, maybe even just plain rain for a while in the valley. The best chance of accumulating snow with your next weather maker will indeed probably end up being the hill towns. So snow to mix with the highest amounts in the hills late Friday, Friday night, and on into Saturday. Then behind our system, it actually gets it gets pretty chilly for Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be running below normal in the middle and upper 30s. Keep in mind, we're into the month of March now. Normal highs should be in the lower 40s at that time. And then next week, temperatures have a tendency to stay below normal as well. But right now, we're seeing that snow move back in to greater Springfield. As we take a look at our sky cam, the visibilities here are down. Notice how, though, the snow, even though it's coming down at a pretty good clip, it is having a hard time sticking on treated surfaces or paved areas. We have a temperature right now in Springfield of 29, so we continue to inch up along with that higher sun angle. So obviously that is helping to do the trick in terms of it accumulating on areas that have been plowed and shoveled. But because it's a little bit colder across the hill towns, that's where we have a better chance of picking up on some of that snowfall. So you can see some of the darker shades of blue here across Berkshire County and out across parts of New York State, and all this has to rotate rotate through in terms of our snow as we go through the day today. In fact, we have some pretty good snows from Springfield out along the Mass Pike. And, although it might not be sticking on the main highways or treated roads, that does reduce visibility. So you certainly want to slow things down. Comes down hard enough. It could stick, of course, on side roads that have been plowed. And then when it lightens up, it'll have a tendency to melt away. Our area of low pressure is right about in here, and it's going to take a while to move on out. You can see some of our sky cams here of Interstate 91 and also from the casino in Springfield where visibilities are down, but still lots of blue kind of filling back in here. We talked about how it would be off and on throughout the day today, and that's the case. And again, here are some of your snow totals so far. A place like Blandford, we might tack on a couple of more inches. That'll get us into double digits. Westfield, Chicopee, we might end up with another inch or two, and then we'll get some melting while that takes place as well. So 30s now, mid-30s as we go into the afternoon. Now, of course, the National Weather Service has that winter weather advisory. And again, according to an inch or two in the valley, maybe 2 to 4 more. It'll all wind down probably just before, during the evening commute, and then we got to watch out for some refreeze and some icy spots. So a quick check of that 7-day again. Tomorrow and Thursday, we're in the low to mid-40s with lots of melting. And then Friday, late afternoon and evening, snow moves in. We might see a change over to rain in the valley. Of course, we'll be fine-tuning that as we get closer to it. We'll be looking over new data between now and noontime. And then after that, we'll be chilly for next week. Might actually have another snow threat along about Tuesday. All right, that's a look at your forecast, everybody. Have a great day.